Hi, today we are going to see what is insulin resistance. So, you must have heard about insulin. So, insulin is a hormone which is produced by pancreas and it helps in glucose transportation to the cells. So, if we need glucose into the cell, we need something called as insulin. So, insulin is like the key to let the glucose in. So if there is a key, there should be a lock, right? So on the cell, there is something called as insulin receptors, and that is the lock, and insulin is the key. Now, so that good amount of glucose comes into the cell for its functioning. But because of our dietary deficiencies and unhealthy lifestyle, what happens is we have less number of insulin receptors onto the cell. One ingredient which is very much required for good amount of insulin receptors onto the cell is vitamin D, and as you know, we are now lacking in vitamin D because we have less of exposures to the sunlight. So when there is less of insulin receptors, what happens is insulin is moving into your bloodstream. Number of insulin that is getting attached to the insulin receptors are less, and less amount of glucose is coming into your cell. So the indication goes to the brain that there is less amount of insulin, and hence brain gives signal to the pancreas to produce more insulin. Now this insulin keeps on roaming into your bloodstream, and insulin is an anabolic hormone. Now what is anabolic hormone? Anabolic hormone is a hormone which helps in the growth of the body. So if that is in your bloodstream a lot, it will help in excess of growth. So insulin now is getting resistance because it is not been getting attached to the receptors. It's moving into your bloodstream, and in the bloodstream it is acting like a growth hormone. So what happens is there is excessive growth of tissues. That is seen as acanthosis nigrans. That is the thickening or the velvety skin that is seen around your neckline, under your armpits, and into the chest area. Another thing that is seen when people are suffering from insulin resistance is small papillomas or the warts around the armpits, around the neck. So these are extra growths which are happening because of the anabolic effect of the insulin. It is also said and attributed that growth of some cysts like renal cysts and even cysts in the ovaries like polycystic ovaries is also because of the insulin resistance. In extreme cases, sometimes the causes of fibroids and even tumors have been due to the insulin resistance. So it's very important that we counteract this insulin resistance. And if you ask me, the best way is to engage into a physical activity. That will be around 1000 steps per day. Take a lot of sunlight and go for morning walks. Expose your body to sun so that you can get natural vitamin D. Shift onto a very healthy diet which involves a lot of veggies, and cut down on your snacking times. That is, fix your meal timings and avoid snacking onto chips or sweets in between. So that will help you counteract your insulin resistance and lead you a very healthy lifestyle. Thank you.